Good evening, everybody. My name is Anagha, and I will be talking about integrated farming, more specifically, different types of crops and land types. So let's go. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is ideal land types for integrated farming. So we have five major land types. So the first one is fertile loamy soil, which is best for diverse crops and vegetables and fruit trees specifically. And then we have a clay soil with proper drainage, which is suitable for like rice, fish ponds, and livestock grazing. And then we have sandy loam soil, which is good for horticulture and agriculture, agroforestry, like that. And then we have flat or slightly sloped land, which is easy for like easy water and management and me mechanization. And then we have access to water bodies, meaning the land that we choose is supposed to be close to a water body. Like it can either be a river, pond, lake, anything, but it has to have good access to a water body that's close by because it is good for aquaculture and for irrigation. So now we're going to talk about land stability and its factors. So we have four main factors. So, which is first soil erosion control, meaning windbreaks, contour farming, and cover crops, meaning the land is supposed to have a good erosion control within itself. And then we have a drainage system, meaning the land that we are going to be using for integrated farming should have a good drainage system with no faults because it has to prevent waterlogging and salinity. And then we have organic manure, meaning the soil is supposed to maintain its fertility. It also maintains the fertility and structure because it's important. And now we have crop rotation and mixing, basically meaning it enhances the soil's health. Uh, so now we're going to talk about crop selection. So we have five different types of crops that we can grow in our land or farm, whatever. So first, we have staple crops, legumes, fodder crops, vegetables and fruits, and medicinal crops. So staple crops are basically rice, wheat, maize, and millets for food security. So as we all know, rice and wheat are really important in Indian households. So that's why they're called staple crops. And legumes, peas, beans, lentils for nitrogen fixation. And then you have fodder crops, napier grass, alfalfa for livestock feed, meaning grass for cows, goats, sheep, whatever we're um, feeding for. And then we have vegetables and fruits, can be anything, tomato, mango, spinach, banana, and fruits. Fruits or vegetables that are important for diversification. And then we have medicinal crops, which are aloe vera, turmeric, marigold, and which can be used for extra income, as usually many medicinal crops are pretty expensive as they take a lot of time to grow. So that's it. So now we are gonna talk about crop, livestock, aquaculture, and integration. So yeah, first we have crop livestock, which is basically manure from livestock. Okay, and this enriches the soil. So basically, whatever crop residue that is left, okay, it can be used as animal feed. And now we have crop aquaculture. Aquaculture basically means any type of living being that lives in the ocean, in any type of water body. So we have fish ponds. We can use fish ponds as organic farm waste because usually pond sludge act as fertilizers, so like moss or stuff like that. And then we have livestock aquaculture. Poultry droppings promote plankton growth for fish farming, so it can, as you all know what poultry is, so we can use that to grow fish or like for fish farming. So now we have four sustainable farming practices that we can use. The first one is agroforestry. I told about agroforestry in my last video. So agroforestry is basically growing trees alongside crop and like livestock, meaning it takes up less space also, and you're also utilizing all the space you have for growing trees alongside your crops and whatever. And then we have organic fertilizers, as we all know. pesticides and chemicals are not good for crops. So using organic fertilizers such as cow dung, poultry, whatever, we're supposed to reduce the amount of chemical dependency on our farm. So now we have drip irrigation and rainwater harvesting, basically saves water. And then we have a natural pest control. So we can do companion planting and biological pest control. Many animals actually eat some pests. So bringing them into our farming practices would make our integration farming a bit better and also sustainable farming. So now the conclusion of this whole video is that we need to choose the right land so that we ensure like a long-term farm sustainability, because sustainability is all that matters right now, even when like farming and stuff. So now the next thing is integrated farming improves yield, soil health, and income. As I talked about before in my last video, um, integrated farming improves the financial independency of farmers, because as we all know, the situation of farmers is not that good. Because integrated farming improves productivity, meaning farmers can make more money with less time, and adopting eco-friendly methods enhance land stability. So as we learned about in the last slide, sustainable farming, we can use all of those practices to adopt and like enhance the land stability. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation today. It was all about different types of crops and land stability and stuff. And tomorrow we will be talking about the pH level, the amount of oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus, potassium is needed, supposed to be in the soil, and how that can affect our crop or our plant growth and all. So thank you so much for listening to today's video. Tomorrow it will be about whatever I just told right now. Thank you so much.